sisters and brothers, magicians, mystic people, all who have found their way here, and maybe somebody who are interested of crime and shadows. This is what I've been interested lately. I created this very simple new deck to investigate our inner demons and inner shadows. And my pick-a-pile reading is already out. There I had this theme because of the Faust. These episodes was the brother of Gretchen, called Valentine, was murdered. So I got this idea of looking the shadow work with the crime perspective, and it was very inspiring. Even so that I even already created a 44 card oracle deck. I just have to make it. So I can say I have a next project. I will dedicate my time. But anyway, I created this already that I can use some kind of wisdom of this kind of crime investigation in my tarot reading immediately. And I'm going to start this whole live that is meant for you to be asking free psychic question. I start this whole thing by making a little meditation. I just hope my voice is handling. I've been a bit sick. I have to drink a bit more tea so I get my voice back. In the tea today is written, recognize that you are the truth. Maybe we have to show this because indeed, in any crime investigation, something has happened to the truth of a person or whatever is stolen. It can be even a heart has been stolen or whatever is, something is taken. What is taken? We will find out. But this is my life, and I want to now do a little guided meditation into the realms of this kind of crime and shadow, and then of course you can ask a free psychic question, but I start now just with this guided meditation. So close your eyes, take a deep breath into your ribs. Imagine a dark corridor lit by a single lantern. You walk forward, gentle but unafraid. A door opens. Carved on the wood is your name. You open it. Inside is your crime scene. The wound that repeats, the shadow that whispers, the pattern that steals your power. But tonight, you are the detective. You walk toward the wound and place your hand upon it, not to destroy it, but to understand it. You whisper, I see you. I feel you. I reclaim me. And the room fills with a soft golden light. Your truth. Just free. Your power is returning. So this was a little guided meditation. I also wrote here, maybe we say, if somebody's listening this for whatever reason to to find peace and truth, I wrote here some affirmations about shadows. My shadows do not scare me, they guide me. Every part of me deserves the truth. I reclaim what was stolen from my heart. Self-betrayal ends with me. No illusion can hold power over my soul. I unmark the devil within and rise above it. I choose love that does not demand my death, only my awakening. And I hope soon there would be people to ask questions because this is your moment to ask question. Otherwise, I have a plan. I have a little bit like a B plan. To make it for Sagittarius, because now is a Sagittarius birthday season. So I think I do that, because I don't do now much weekly or monthly readings, just sometimes. So I think the Sagittarius community deserves a little crime reading. So I will make it for you. Let's see what crimes are in the world of Sagittarius, crime and shadows. What is the crystal? And meanwhile, somebody can ask a question, but now I make this Sagittarius crime and shadow birthday reading. So you got my special Romanian Labradorite Joker crystal. So you will get my own shadow sister deck. So here, I'm gonna use this. And also you will get, interestingly, advice card. These are the wild cards. If you have now a reading, you will get, based on the crystal, you get the advice card. So now Sagittarius collective is gonna get it from the Oracle of Pluto. So this will be that advice. What was the crystal there? Where it went? Okay, here. Let's put it on top of here. Yes, let's see the spread. So I made this spread now in my Pick-a-Pile reading. I'm gonna make it for you too. Let me see where it is. I'm very excited to invent this stuff. I think it's this. I have several different kind of shadow readings, and my goal is to make this kind of planner also with some shadow spread. So let's see how long it takes, but this is a big project to always illustrate stuff, so I want to make it well. I won't promise anything, but this is my plan to do this kind of crime and shadow deck. It feels aligned. Maybe we even use this in your reading just to verify, but we leave it now here. So the first question, indeed, I will pull you a devil card. What is the devil showing up on your birthday party? Who is this devil showing up on your birthday party? Steal the spotlight from the Sagittarius. Let's reveal the devil in your story. This is a symbolic crime we are looking for Sagittarius on the birthday. What is the crime? Crime scene. Casal Catala, kind of like a Spanish guy looking person. 5 Pentacle. This would be a little bit like a poor me. This devil is here to most likely remind of your weakness and that you don't have enough money. And wisdom of this card is 5 of Pentacles, is that you should not focus on your weaknesses but on your strength. So to turn this devil around, I would advise you to think about the spiritual wealth you got. That's the positive in this card, that there's a lot of hidden wealth that cannot be seen or touched. There is wearing red beard. Hey Shadow, yes, long time no see. I'm here now doing afternoon. I'm kind of considering that if I just have time, so often I'm busy in the weekend, I could start doing these winter readings a bit earlier because it's getting so dark so early. But you could ask, wearing red beard, you could ask a question. I'm just going now ahead with the Sagittarius collective. I started to do this kind of crime and shadow reading that I also did now on my Pick-a-Pile of Sunday. And for the birthdays of Sagittarius, good to know if this kind of poor devil shows up in your birthday to mess it up. Like saying like, no, I cannot have a birthday. No, I cannot afford to keep a birthday. Who am I to celebrate my birthday? So some poor me stories are here. So let's fight this devil together. Then step 1, we are identifying the shadow. It's already here, but we do it with these cards. Are you finding interesting this kind of, we are going kind of in the realm of Twin Peaks that was Oh, thank you. You are really giving me this kind of Thanksgiving donation. Oh, what is written here? Just because. Oh, thank you. As you know, I have not very much earning with my YouTube, so it warmed my heart. Maybe I can allow to buy another tarot deck or buy a membership for the Canva to design more images with this paid. Everything costs nowadays. Thank you. Anyway, consider that you can ask question. I'm gonna stick around. Now we go with this crime scene for Sagittarius. So identifying the shadow. What temptation is at play, what internal crime or betrayal is occurring, and what fear is being hidden. This is all this one card is gonna show us. Now, along this devil. Maybe we look at it immediately. Okay. Justice card. It's the Libra card. But here the fox, the truth is not always beautiful, no beautiful words, the truth, the Lao Tzu. So, where is this? Keeping balanced, maybe indeed. Temptation is that this is usually connected to Venus. So there can be a lot of this kind of like a desire to enjoy the pleasures of life and so on. So maybe there's some temptation really for like some attraction. You're attracted to this kind of poor devil. Maybe. No, we will find out. Maybe it's a part of you. Anyway. Now, next. Investigate the scene. 3 cards. The crime scene. What situation created this shadow dynamic? So, Sagittarius. We get the 2 card. I'm gonna pull out already the next one. So why is this pattern happening? Is a motive for this crime. And now evidence. What signs have been overlooked? We are almost like in this kind of Twin Peak indeed. So Cooper is going to this village. What's going on here? I actually like that my deck is very aligned to this kind of crime stories. In this sense, there are some characters. I should have more of them actually. Like I have the block lady, but I should have more characters. That's so funny. Okay, let's start with this. So this was the crime scene. Hangman and the happiest card of tarot. So nothing is lost, everything is transformed, and inner child healing. So in my deck, this happiest card of tarot is really that you find the treasure that can be your innocence. You find this kind of playful, carefree child back. And the crime scene is what situation created this shadow dynamic. It's really like a Jesus on the cross and the children play. I think it's coming of an age like this hangman is an alchemist card, of course. It's also like a baby card. Let's say that it's being born, but it's like a reborn, awakening. And it takes maybe 9 months to be born to this kind of new awareness. And crime scene. There is a lot of introspection with your inner child healing, like usually in this spread also. We are coming to this later, but the suspect can be an inner child. We are already getting a little bit indication that what you need here is inner child healing. Like that is the key thing here, because it's a crime scene. So inner child healing is needed, and you have chosen the path to be more this kind of observant, doing nothing, just hanging from the tree upside down, like just looking from another's perspective, not taking any action, because maybe living in your head was safer than living in your body. So you rather imagine stuff and live in your head than actually seize the day, carpe diem. What is this saying? Wearing red bed. I bet she has books on Jack the Ripper. What was that related? What was this related this comment? But anyway, this Sagittarius now is some kind of inner child healing. Is called in this crime scene. It's calling for that. Poor thing comes from your childhood. There's something in your family line that has made you feel like you cannot enjoy the life, because this is enjoying the life. This Libra card is really like having a balance, but also like a, let's say, eating good food, meeting friends, celebrating, being like a kind of in this Venus realms with the relationships also. So something about now we go here. Motive. Why is this pattern happening? Spiritual journey. Feel the movement of my heart towards what I love. So as here is also like a kind of spiritual, okay, all my channel is about spiritual thing, but let's say the awakening is here happening. Maybe there is some catalyst that you start to look a little bit from different perspective. Happened in your life something that wake you up, wake the hell up. But anyway, the motive is that you would get to this kind of heart-centered place. You would find a way kind of back even to your soul family, to those people who actually care, and you are like a welcome, even if whatever is how you go there, or like you are welcoming yourself back home, that you are allowing yourself to be all you can be. Can be also this poor me mentality that you don't allow yourself to shine, you don't allow yourself to enjoy life. You're just like, oh, what I am doing here, I'm poor, because this poor devil is really causing crime scene here. Yeah, crime scene, inner child healing. Interesting. This story is beloved sister. I have taken this idea to draw this from one Astrid Lindgren story, beloved sister, and in that story, she has an imaginative sister that lives underneath the ground, and they do all kind of magical stuff. And then it's actually like to realize like this is not real, like it's almost like the sister died, so it's just her. So kind of it's almost like accepting all parts of yourself. This is a dark sister, and light sister is really like my shadow sister channel. To accept all part of yourself, to integrate all parts of yourself is how you can feel whole and complete. And also here the motif shows kind of you should find this road to whole and complete, to have all these colors. Yes, we have a shadow crime scene here. Next, evidence. What signs has been overlooked? Okay, 8 of Wands. This is like a momentum. I'm coming to you. Things are happening actually. But then the heartbreak is here. I have been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks, Kurt Cobain. My heart still works. So it's a little bit like what is this story? 83. Is this somebody's born this year? Could be also. I know some Sagittarius who are born 83. But anyway, if this is for you, then it's for you to say like that. But evidence, what signs have been overlooked? It's almost like this I see them always like migrating birds. But then this is like a person who is left behind. There is this kind of thing. Like, all my friends flied away, I'm here waiting. Evidence is something like you see somehow evidence of like, okay, it's positive here, I'm coming to you, but there's something about this that is hard. Hard evidence is here, like heartbreaking evidence even, that you have even felt like your heart is totally broken. Yes, it's going. Yeah, rip Kurt. Yeah, the Kurt is also evidence, like we lost some person like that, who most likely was very much having this kind of eternal child archetype. I usually see Kurt Cobain as this kind of artist who really was not afraid to be playful and kind of a little bit rebel. And indeed, if the inner child really can play, they can play freely. They can play with all kind of concepts and it is to criticize even music industry, let's say. But Kurt came up as evidence. I'm locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks. Okay, it's almost like the death of Kurt Cobain. Somehow is here to show that things can go like that when you are in this kind of inner crime and shadow scenes. Can even happen that you find yourself in the garden house one day. But anyway, let's not go that dark. Let's go forward. We look first, like underneath. Now we see the main suspect here. Main crime suspect. This is Sagittarius general reading now. We are doing this for the birthday. What a happy reading. We are looking who is bothering your birthday party. What's coming up? So suspect is, these are not people, these are forces of inner parts. It can be inner child, inner critic, saboteur, addictive pattern, or old trauma. So now, Sagittarius, what is the troublemaker in your story? Such a beautiful stuff. Why this is dream day? Like a happy family. Identify suspect. Dream day. Now it's very hard to turn this upside down, but I mean, it can be being very positive about your future. And who is that person who sees this dream day inside of you? Who is this dreamer inside of you? Maybe the dreamer indeed stays dreaming, inactive, procrastinating at the crime scene. Freezed by something that happens to you as a child. Maybe the dreams is the dreamer in you is the suspect now here, which is not bad. It can be looking the world with the rose glasses to see the positive and then being disappointed when it's not going that way, for example. Anyway, next is the detective's insight. This card symbolizes what you need to understand to solve this symbolic crime. So the detective will give you answer, Sagittarius. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving, Einstein. So, taking risks. Even you have few money, because 2 of Pentacles is kind of juggling with what you got, but it's giving in the flow state. So detective insights, you need to understand to solve, symbolize crime. You need to be moving. You need to be doing stuff. The fox was already here. But now the gingerbread is taking the trip over the troubled waters on the top of this fox. And yes, life can feel risky. You have to keep your balance, but you're doing it. Even the fox would eat you in the end. You are doing it. You're surfing the life. So you have to understand the flow state. How important is it to be that in that flow state, to allow your kind of inner waters flow free, because looks like they are like blocked, like some water are like a kept kept, this dream day is kept here like a dam. The dam needs to be open. There is almost like this kind of colors are coming here the same way. Okay, and last but not least, this is a resolution card. Card is showing the lesson, the release, the way forward. I know that story. The gingerbread man got eaten. Yes, but maybe sometimes you need to keep surfing. You don't know if that actually happens. You're living in the present moment and you trust it. Even though this evidence is kind of like, okay, the fox was already here. And it's like saying that truth is not always beautiful, no beautiful words of truth. And the fox was also here saying stuff that like was not true. He was gonna eat him. Anyway, but let's see the lesson. This is a funny reading for Sagittarius now. Maybe somebody gets some ideas to handle those inner shadows better. We got Empress card. Nyx, Venus of Darkness. So lesson is really like an inner guidance. Actually, I start to read this as a High Priestess because in some other, like this drawing over there, I have made it as a High Priestess card. But here I have put it in this deck as Empress card. So this is creativity and abundance with nurturing and being like caring, like a mother figure. Lesson, the release, the way forward. Venus of Darkness. This image here is a little bit like you have to trust that kind of like yin energy, the feminine energy is. That sometimes you just have to kind of have this winter sleep and things will go better in time. So the lesson, I think you have to nurture anything in you. Nurture that inner child part of, if didn't get enough like freedom to play, give that play moment. If it didn't got that dream day, make it happen. If it's mistrusting other people, what is missing there? What kind of safety is missing there? Or maybe it's a right judgment even. The parents are indeed protective usually. The protection is needed sometimes. Sometimes your inner guidance is also right. It's okay to change your mind. I was gonna go to mini Europe with my son, but it was snowing here and it was like my son is a little bit sick, me too, and I decided no, we don't go. So it is sometimes this is also strength that for whatever reason you know what is best and you can even change your mind. It's okay. You don't if something is too dangerous, for example, like the icy roads or like even this park could have been closed because of snow. So you can do differently. That's kind of this kind of mother usually have to make those kind of choices to keep you safe. And that's some kind of lesson that you can reparent yourself, let's say. Interestingly, this is your birthday season to remember, like you can, if something went wrong in the childhood, you can now be the parent to yourself. Something like that. You can let happen those things that you feel you didn't got or didn't have, or you feel poor. You can make it happen. You can make that. I think I would say foxy. Yeah, we have a foxy energy here. But I think it's interesting this fox repeat a little bit here because this was the devil position. Fox is some fear. While my clarity fox is also having the third eye open, so it's able to see beyond. Okay, now I'm gonna use this one crime deck still to verify stuff. Let's have true crime verification. We get to see this coming. And I use this Paris deck. And indeed, Faringrad, soon I finish this. I mean, I get one Oracle Pluto card still as advice here, but for Sagittarius, But you can ask a question. I'm still gonna stick here. This is now a little verify. Let's see what is the most interesting. Maybe still the devil. Identifying the shadow. Hidden fear. Storm, fire, Monday, temptation, attraction, impulsive. Outside. There is some impulsive fear response here. How about this? Let's have this suspect. One more. Broken mirror, illusion, distorted perception is here. It's the same suit. 7 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Again about dreaming. It's the same message. This is dream day and this is dreams. It's really like a broken dreams. Broken dreams. That's what it is. Suspect. Some dreams that shattered in pieces like a broken mirror. And that you cannot see clear how to make this happen possibly, because it's like so many. Like, there could be one dream day even. This is like a confusing, distorted perception. Illusions. Okay, anything else? What else we do? Maybe the lesson. One more for the lesson. Knife of clarity, pain. So there's a lot of pain here. A past version haunts your present. Worries. Dark night of the soul. I still wonder why you left me. There should be lesson here. Like you need time to heal, for example. This nurturing parent figure, whatever. This looks really like a mental pain. So recognize that you are safe, your body is safe, you are not underneath the ground, 6 feet under, like here. This person is here holding the heart. You're not dead like Kurt, you're still here. But even him most likely had some kind of bad beliefs and really disturbing mindset. So try to see how you harm yourself and what is the real danger. Is there actually a danger? Like, could you do much more? Like, are you like a freeze state because of this? What has happened to you, or like you are like hanging on just like a hangman here, like not doing anything? Okay, this I leave like that, but now I take one more oracle. So this is still Sagittarius advice card. Very shadow-like. Eagle. Eagle. Yeah, what do you think, Wearing Red Bed? It gives a nice view, this kind of thinking that the crime happens symbologically inside of us. Keep a lot. It can be solved by looking into it as a detective. So the spiritual messenger, protection, the bigger picture. And this is now your advice. To see the elusive eagle in real life is rare and fleeting. Those who are lucky enough to behold this majestic creature know of its unique wonders. Just like the hawk, the great eagle is revered as a divine creature, one that is rich in deeply spiritual symbolism. Nothing flies higher in the sky than an eagle. Because of this unique vantage point, the eagle brings with it an important perspective. It's really like this is the eagle thing. This is the crime scene, but you are trying to get the bigger picture, but it takes time, yes. can be painful and all, but that's actually a good thing. So this brings an important perspective, one that can only be achieved from a certain level of enlightenment and understanding. It also brings along an important message, and the other cards around it give context to that message. If you pull the eagle by itself, this is a sign that you are the spiritual messenger and you are being encouraged to share the wisdom, skills, and knowledge you possess. Perhaps there is leadership role you've been asked to step into, or a community that you could serve. Often, and especially in spirituality, we are both the student and the teacher. Where do you embody both roles? Consider also how eagles are sacred across many cultures and sects of beliefs, often revered as a fierce symbol of divine wisdom and protection. It is possible that the arrival of this card means a shield is around you now. Trust that you are divinely protected. Wow, amazing. So even this, that is like a divine feminine, is some lesson about how blessed you are, even with some kind of divine mother protection. Like, you should understand this kind of aspect in yourself, how you can be like really trusting to stay safe. This is really spiritual in the sense, because there is like this bird chirping in the magnolia. This is kind of, when I draw this, I connected this Persephone story, but winter is really this season to go inward. Here is also happening. It's a good thing to have an overview when you do that. Even you have to kind of visit those painful spots and kind of hear this kind of shadow whispering you like, oh no, I have been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks, and kind of acknowledge those kind of pain messages that come. It could be good to journal even about this, because there is a lot of pain here for sure. And some kind of fears like, oh no, the fox will eat me. So yeah, this was now my new spread, using like a little bit like a detective way tarot cards. Now, Wearing Red Bed, do you want to ask a question? You can totally, you even donate me money, you should totally ask a question. What do you want to know? Do you want to also have this kind of reading? I have a different spreads even. I make notes to do even longer spread of this way. There was like a, let me see, this is the shorter version. Yeah, I made this kind of Faust related stuff, like what is the devil's bargain, then the innocent heart, the brother's death, the hidden manipulator, the truth in the blood, the path of redemption. I have like different kind of spread that I made a little bit this crime way. So let me know if you're interested of something like that, or the same spread, or you have another question. You pick. Okay, maybe you give me a question, and then I will identify what is best route to go, because we will of course pull a crystal. We can even start with that, so I know which energy comes for you. I'm happy to do it. You have been kind of modest sometimes, but in repet, you have not always asked questions. I'm happy to serve you. So I'm gonna pick your crystal. We start from that, and I'm gonna take a little bit tea because my voice should carry better. And if you missed the beginning, when this whole reading is done, I made even a guided meditation about this crime and shadows. So you can listen to that. It's like inviting you in to look on those locked rooms of inner crime scene. Okay, Wearing Red Bed said, will Santa bring me coal or an orange? The coal is coming from this kind of Befana, which usually in Italy at least. You mean like that? So, heart. You are very loving, Wearing Red Bird. You are in your heart. I can feel it. The Santa is also this kind of generous, heartfelt daddy figure. So it's nice to have. You will have this Finnish deck for this interesting stories. Let me see. Do you want to have a relationship reading? Because I do have here. Let's have a karma card first. Let me see what is. Yes, let's see the karma for red bird. Am I on a naughty list? Let's see what the karma is coming for you. Now, let's see from here. Okay, so third house, Gemini house. Spiritual, your ideas, mental, short-term thinking and trips, physical, who or what is around you. Communicating about your ideas become important. Interesting, you are doing it also now. Interesting, while you ask about the list, am I on the naughty list? There is so many lists here. Maybe we look on this. Am I on the naughty list? Let's look it with this pendulum, because today I took a pendulum here just to be more offering you the psychic services. So only thing we have to stabilize this stuff to see, like, is this, which one is yes and which is no. So let me show. Usually the yes is like this, and no is like this, but I'm gonna ask now, show me which is yes. Which is yes. Okay, for Varin red bird, the yes is like this, okay? And then no, what is no? Doesn't move much. It's really a still energy. You don't do anything with the no. Let's wait. Okay, so it's a round. If it's round, is no. So, Varin red bird, are you on the naughty, like a bad list, blacklist, or yes list, good list? Yes or no? Okay, what is this? This is yes. You are in the good list. Okay. Okay. So you got this. You are yes. at least like, this is funny thing, but like really you can use this kind of tool to just get fast yes and no answers. So, but now let me choose for you. I'm really tempted to do this kind of crime reading. Let me see what is best of this. Would that be, or maybe this is good. I was so into creating this. I was really like I was sick, and then I was like getting this idea, like, wow, it's so cool. Let me see. I know there's another one still. This locked room. I think that is your lock Santa room. We're gonna look into the locked room. Yes. Yes. The locked room. What is being hidden? First, this is how many cards? This is many cards. Oh, is this? This was one position. Wait. The spread is with crime scene, and it has 8 cards. A spread built like an investigation into the subconscious. Are you interested? Oh, you say she takes notes. I love that. Yeah, I really have this kind of, we go to the bone. We go to the bone of the matter with you, red bird. we see. But only I'm a little bit like looking like, oh my god, I have the worst deck to do this because I have the complicated deck, but I'm still gonna do it. The shape I didn't ever decide, so I'm gonna do it like just 4 and a 4. So we have, first we have the disturbance. What triggered the shadow for you? We are talking about the heart shadows, I think, because we have the heart. And always remember, this is the healing the heart is to be really not fake lover, but a true lover. Like whatever it takes, express that true love. But disturbance now in the heart, what triggered the shadow? And this represents the emotional crime scene, a betrayal, fear, obsession, or pattern surfacing. Maybe see immediately what it is. Wow. The world tree. This is like things are happening in the world. Very big card to start. This is like closing cycles. Disturbance. Something in our world is triggering you globally. This. Okay, it could be a family tree. Yeah, if we go to the heart matters, this is something like a family tree, of course. Okay, then the primary suspect. Who within you, Red Bear, is acting out? One card. This is inner archetype: saboteur, addict, child, critic, shadow, love, and etc. Now we identify the suspect. This one. The shaman, and you are Taurus, and this is a Taurus card. Amazing. Of course, the shaman, this can also be like a spiritual teacher, and it's a very good card. Like traditional values. You're talking already here about the family. You do have possibly in your heart some traditional values, but maybe willing to be the true Taurus in your family, because you got the really Taurus card. But it's amazing that I got that for you because you are Taurus. Oh, very good to say. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Yeah, but I'm glad I see your energy. The Taurus energy is here, but that is the primary suspect. What about this hornet shaman is now acting out? This is like a inner Taurus. Then the motive, why is this happening? We're talking about the heart mother stuff, but of course this is the values of marriage, and even to do things in an organized way in a society. There is like a sacred and profane, and there's all this kind of rules and stuff how you should do stuff, and Taurus are aware of this kind of educational system that is important. Anyway, motive, why is this happening? So the needs, want, craving, or fear fueling the shadow behavior. Oh, this is to be jealous of your neighbor. Again, 5 cards. So 5 card, second in a row. 5 is usually in tarot talking about change, even this is a major card. 5s are usually some chaos inside of you, and 5 of pentacle. This, of course, feeling not to have enough, but in this particular card is like there is some kind of monster stealing the milk of the neighbor, being jealous what other people have. Motive. Maybe you're not happy what you have. That's it. It's good to be at least aware. Feeling not to have enough. This again, heart's spiritual wealth. This monster is like amazing. It's like some kind of supernatural being. Even it goes to steal the milk of the neighbor. Are you living actually in England? You have these kind of milk bottles on the. Do you ever have done that? Have you ever go to steal the milk of the neighbor? This is like weird story, but I mean, come on, like, isn't it like England has the milkman? Is this story like somehow resonating? Weird, but this is I should read from that book, but this is be like it's going to steal the milk of the neighbor. Okay, then we go to evidence. What signs have been ignored? Point to subtle pattern memories of behavior that hold the truth. Varying River said, not anymore, but we used to have them. Do you have any stories to tell what happened when you had them? Like, it's just a strange concept. Like, isn't it like sometimes sunny weather and then there's a milk standing on your floor? Like, do they actually put it on the doorstep? Like, it is just Varying River said, I used to ride on the milk cart as a child. Wow, that's a cool thing. So indeed, it hit home somehow, but this is here as a motive to look what the neighbors got. They got more milk than you got. But evidence is now pointing subtle patterns. Tulen synty. This is a fire card. Ace of Wands. Evidence. Some lightning strikes. Wow, these are big card. Really like a sky stuff happening here. Star card here is like a North Star. And then this, what is this? Like a divine intervention, evidence, subtle patterns, hold the truth. Okay, this is usually passion is ignited. Maybe you have some kind of like really like it comes kind of from the sky, like, oh my god, I'm in love. It's like hallelujah. I used to ride on the milk cart as a child, and then the UK has changed, sadly. So this is just a nice story. I remember, like, I never saw that, but I was like thinking, like, oh, cool, what a country when you get the milk on your door. Next, anyway, you have something about this evidence that maybe there is evidence of some divine interruption. Maybe because these are such a like a written in the stars, like something will change. Destiny moment even, but of course Pohjantähti, this card is a Aquarius card. It's like a 17 star card, healing and dreaming. Evidence of some major, like a, let's say, like a stars are aligned, this kind of moment. We are talking about your love life anyway here somehow. So you have evidence that sometimes it goes right to the heart. Look, the heart is like this kind of heart of the tree here. That sometimes you can get in the life. There's even this Sama archetype here. It's almost like you are destined to even the kind of this kind of tree is even here where it all starts. While I said this kind of family tree. Yes, the light can hit your home and cause a havoc, like whatever was the divine interruption, like it's almost like this kind of tower moment that things just will happen, and like a divorce or whatever, like things will happen that has happened that you felt like you have no control over things. It's almost accepting this kind of bigger dream, almost like God sees bigger dream for you than you can see. It's like, okay, now time to reset this story and move to the next one. And maybe new love, but this is evidence here. Now, yeah, looking the crimes and the shadows of the love. Point to subtle pattern, messages or behaviors that hold the truth. I don't know, maybe you should find from the astrology something, because the star card is here. There's some kind of written in the star stuff going on here. And then the locked room. Now we get here what I was thinking this whole reading was about. What is being hidden? A truth the current is avoiding, a suppressed memory, emotion, or need. So anyway, this is a playful reading, but it's kind of, these cards are really hard. Like, it's in the sense, like, maybe I can read from the book itself, but these are like a really complicated stories of Kalevala. Locked room. Wow, the Firebird is there, but this is actually is this what I think it is? Is this page or is it the knight? It's a page. Yes, it's a page. So it's like an adventurous very Sagittarius card in the sense like willing to explore and travel, and but this is like the higher self in this deck. This is the like eagle that watched the fire. And sometimes I connected in the Lord of the Ring in this moment when the eagles are coming and saving the Frodo and the Sam from the volcano. But that is now locked room. The eagle is there. Truth the current is avoiding, suppressed memory, emotion, or need. Yeah, passion. The passion is in the locked room. Ah, you like it? It's awesome read. So the passion bird is kept locked room, is underneath this kind of board on fire. So yeah. Let's go, but this is still having more. Are you still having more time to listen? So there is like the method, how the shadow operates. Now we go into seeing. So we are seeing now the tactics of the inner criminal, manipulation, avoidance, self-harm, fantasy, escape. What is going on in your case in the love life? Why the bird is kept in the locked room? We have the guide of the blind person. Shadow operates. 3 of Wands is usually foreseeing something. Tactics of the inner criminal. Of course, you are now in my tarot reading also wanting to see a little bit beforehand stuff. Having kind of hinges of what's going to happen. Maybe we will read this bunny. the bunny that guides the blind person seems to be like a really like inner guidance is here. But you're maybe ignoring this guidance, inner voice. I get into the like this is an intuitive card. Somebody intuitively finding the way in the dark and guiding the blind person. So you don't realize this soft bunny is here to help you. Yes. And then okay, later I check from the book some stories. So now we go forward. The detective's insight, how to decode the pattern. One card represents the higher self or inner investigator who reveals the lesson. Wow, you get the fox here. So this is the fire fox. This is a victory card. Usually nice that you have so much this kind of fire cards here. There's some lesson of fire element for sure, while Taurus is earth energy. I think you have to master some kind of fire energy here. The detective inside is that this fox is special fox, rare fox, and can make magic happen. A little bit. It reveals the lesson. Okay, I'm gonna read this fox and the bunny stories for you, but we're gonna see now final resolution of justice. What restores the balance? The path to healing, truth, release, or closure. This, yes. So this spread reads like a Noir story written in the psyche. So we have now the resolution of this whole thing is the Queen of Swords. Interesting is again underlined with this kind of sky events here. So very mental patterns are in this corner. Here is much more grounded. And here is very fire. Truth. Let me see this stuff. Do you understand the patterns? These cards are not the most easy you got, but the whole thing I'm doing here is now heart healing. So I'm of course Gemini, and this is very like a Gemini-like card, like a Queen of Sword is the one who is turning the pain into wisdom. Maybe there is some kind of painful thing that you have to turn into wisdom. That is the resolution here. Very much like a justice position. Also how the Queen of Swords sits on the throne here in this story. This kind of air queen is able to create whole world while being in pain and in labor. So it's just while is in pain, is able to actually do a lot of good stuff, just not realizing the word while feeling the pain, but there comes a lot of good stuff through it. Okay, yes. Varinga said you are next, but I'm going to give you one advice card. These cards are complicated. I thought one card picking here, I think the most, you could say also what strikes to you, but I think this eagle strikes me the most. That this is in the lock room, you keep this kind of passionate side of you, is adventurous side of you, a little bit locked in the room. And somehow, because this fox is also rare fox that everybody want to catch, so here is also somebody's taking the milk. Like there is this thing that what you keep locked somehow, some potential that you got. And in a love life, you could be very passionate about something, and it could be like a freely creating even this kind of like a northern lights, like being really like making magic happen in the world. So like kind of a little bit more out of your comfort zone is a good thing. Seeing a little bit bigger picture, but I'm going to give you advice card now. Heart is coming in a very beautiful deck. We get this Sacred Destiny today. So yeah, Prasant, I've been already 1 hour busy here, but it's indeed long time I didn't read for you. I'm happy to help you too, but now for Marin Redbird, thank you again donating the 10 pound or euro, what is it? It's amazing that I can get some money for this channel, for my work. So one advice for, wow, healing chaos. Amazing. This shape shows here. What was the position? I was talking some point about that. Wait. Things are happening. Evidence. Even this air queen is indeed making magic happen when the wind is circulating. The wind blow the new ideas. The air is an element of change indeed, a lot. We came in the end in your spread about the justice, healing truth. Let the fresh new air blow in your world. And what the air does, of course, it makes the flames also burn in the better. So I think you need this kind of fresh mindset, fresh air. I'm gonna read this now for you, and then I will help somebody. So, healing chaos. I like that I have natural light here. So, but I have even a lamp here, yes. So this is a wedding repeat. Spiraling tornado. Energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish. Wow, there is the fish even in your reading. Okay. I love how some things, elements come in the last advice card. So water spirals in the wake of the fish that swims through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun, which spirals around the galaxy. Even our here is like a whole galaxy spiraling. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is the healing principle of life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the caduceus, 2 spiraling serpents, and this even look a bit like that. It is the sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, whippoorwill, woodpecker, grouse, and woodcock, as well as the forest salamanders, all benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. Tornadoes churn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth. And Sacred Landscape wants you to know. Oh, sorry about my English. It's a difficult word sometimes. When you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. You are being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a bit of chaos in your life. It will activate healing, do the unexpected, mix life up a bit. And I think this kind of eagle was also there to just like lit a little bit more fire. That is not bad. Okay. So yes, let's see what you're saying. So there is Prasan saying, hi, I am going Russia for future study. I wish came through shadow dear. So your wish came through that you could study. Caps locks doesn't make it louder. Yes. Yeah, like you don't have to say in the caps locks, but so you got a place of study. Wow. It was unexpected maybe. Maybe you didn't expect that place out of all places, but that's good news. I'm happy to hear. Because I was so many times looking, do you get yes. Wow. That is actually what in the world of tarot also it's nice to become aware of some patterns, because you might limit yourself. You might indeed like if you are letting yourself be like a higher guided, even if you hire guidance yourself or with me readings or whatever, you could have much more than like this kind of saying like you just wanted to have one flower but the universe gave you a whole bouquet. Like sometimes you play too small, and so it's good, things can happen, but it's not always the way you wanted or expected. And then you might be in the moment kind of sad, like stuff doesn't happen like you want. But then like me today, I was wanting to go to mini Europe to visit there with friends, but it was such a bad weather that I just, even my son was a little bit sick still, I just felt like no, we cannot do that, we can just not do that. Like it is not right moment, and there will be a better moment. But changing your mind even about how you do something is not bad. It's actually part of solar plexus chakra healing, that you are completely allowed to change your mind. If something is not okay, you can say no, we do it differently. And that's like a wisdom even. Ah, yes, exactly. I never expected. Good. Good if I could play any role to make you feel better about your studies, because I think you were a little bit stressed how it's gonna go. But amazing. And you are a healer, aren't you? You are gonna study to be doctor. Is that now the study plan, that you study something about healing? Every expense is paid by government, and that's damn amazing to me. Yes. Wow. Well done. Amazing. So proud of you. So, there is already Dishtit Hakwani 8314 asking a question. Did you, Prasan, now have a question? Because I think it's amazing to hear this news, but if this person, new person here on my channel, I don't know, are you a new person? It'd be cool to get just a good question. So which one has a question? I'm gonna select what I think is the best for today. My love life is going bad. Okay, sometimes things are fluctuating. I remember you saying during the same year, like in the spring, I think we are completely in love. So recognize you are young even. Like things can still happen. It's not like things happen for reason, season, a lifetime with people. And when we are young, we don't even realize how the lifetime partner might not be yet there, but we still think it is. So just recognize who is the lifetime partner. Yes, new person. So anyway, one of you, prasantsharma or Dish, who is faster? You are saying, will Palash and I reunite and I get married? 5 months engagement broken. What does mean NC? How about Prashant? Wearing red beard, keep my seat warm. I need to use the bathroom. Yes. So Prashant, do you have a question? Okay, I'm happy if my readings help any of this to happen to you, but I'm so damn happy for you. What can I do for pulling a card? I think I pulled for Prashant just to see. Yes, there's a throat chakra. Indeed, you should just express more your truth. It is a beautiful thing to express what is inside of you, like even this joy, like this is actually a victory moment. Like why we don't celebrate when we actually win something. We should indeed shout from the rooftops like, yes, I made it. So one advice card is a little bit darkish deck, but I'm gonna give you for your studies in Russia. I mean, this is very darkish deck. I'm gonna give you this one advice card just for your studies. Hopefully, because it's very dark deck, nothing bad comes. But oh, this is interesting. The same card that was in this pick-a-pile reading for this week. It is interesting, this kind of fighter story. I'm going to give you a little wisdom of this. Whatever it is, the reason this card needs to be heard. This is in my pick-a-pile reading also this week, in the pile number 1. But when things repeat, it's almost like it's actual thing to be heard for some reason. So, little guidance. Sometimes we are stubborn and refuse to change our course of action even when there are other options. We refuse to see the truth even when it's placed before us. We see changing our minds as weakness rather than wisdom. Sometimes we trick ourselves into thinking we have no choice. Our own stubbornness hinders us. So this is like can be like represents regrets for actions taken in the past. There is more than one way to accomplish your goals. Yes, it's really like this message that you have now an alternative route, and you should always see in life going forward that there's not just one way and one path, and not be fixed of like one truth. So be open-minded. Like if you get rerouted, like sometimes you get rerouted also in life, like GPS is rerouting your path. Somehow this happened to you. So it just saying the same stuff that I said, like you were able to get to another route even you thought you were stuck. Just a confirmation of that. Okay, so let's take another one. I'm already 1 hour busy, so I'm gonna take the new person. So you have no contact, and you were asking, will Palas and I reunite and get married? I'm gonna give you this kind of relationship look, not too long. Just which is the crystal here. Okay, it's also the Joker crystal. This will give my own deck. I have always this system, if you're new here, that I check your energy first, then based on that I have certain decks that are connected to that energy. So come more align the message. I'm gonna show you and your person who is not in contact with these 2 decks. These are very much like a divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm gonna just show this. You will see how you are in this polarity, because there's always polarity when people are together. You can see if this is healthy or not, or maybe hints about what can be done. This is a psychic tarot of the heart for the masculine. So Tristi, Havna, and also always like and subscribe. Of course, you subscribe if you comment here, but like to help my channel to grow, I have this kind of milestone that at 2,000 subscribers, I have one video I made of the Eurydice and Orpheus that I still have not published. So I will publish that if I hit the 2,000 subscribers. Okay, so this is now for this person. Oh, I have to feel more. I'm always like, I need to feel the card before I take it. Who is this person? Wow, you are coming with 15 justice fight. Not sure what is your horoscope sign. This could indicate strongly that it could be even Libra. But anyway, there is some kind of, maybe it's unfair that you have no contact. Yeah, 2K is so close, yes. UK and 2K. But I hope I get my 2K. Your person comes sacral chakra. Okay, this is sexuality and creativity, like almost like a closed box indeed. But this Psychic Tarot of Heart has tarot cards, but then they have extra this kind of energy card. So it just tells me, while you have a third eye chakra energy, indeed you want to see clear, your person is in this kind of pleasure box. It can be even blocked in the sense that they cannot enjoy like this. This chakra healing is about, you can become a people pleaser and a martyr when you are not truly ruling your kingdom right. Like the right way would be having this divine feminine and masculine, they're enjoying their kingdom and indeed having lovely even a sex relationship, while this person can become a martyr when they are like kind of self-sabotaging their chances. Something about the sacral chakra is about your person. Can be also that they are really just very sexual with many people. This can be also, because this is about pleasure seeking. I'm gonna read you now this little story to see this couple dynamic. You know what you take from this. My moon sign is Pisces, sun sign is Libra. Okay, so this is totally, he was a people pleaser, yeah, so this is hidden here. But maybe he has an issue to say no, and who knows what is the argument that he closed up. Some people can be like, they cannot say no, so they completely close, because that's the only way they can kind of like say no. Just say. But interesting that you are Libra, so it shows here. It really shows here. I'm gonna read first. You can recognize yourself. It's interesting. Often when I have this kind of relationship reading, the guy is showing as this kind of energy. It's interesting that they have pure energy. Like, this can be very positive because this can be really the creativity and sexuality. So people who are creative can get this. Yes, he has closed up after we had a fight, and since then we haven't spoken. Yeah, it's like a not able to handle it in the way other than just like closing off. Like it's really like he is inside this box, and you are like, how can I open this? Okay, we can look if there's an, but that is the energy. Now I read, so you can be self-aware of yourself. So this is all about like a fearless fight like a girl. This is all like a beautiful feminine archetypes. Consider right now what feels just to your soul and what feels unjust. So many of us were raised to fight every fight, heal the world, feed the children, tend the sick, care for the needy. To be caring person in an uncaring world is to be torn apart, our power divided in too many parts, rendering us ineffective. If we are not careful, inertia takes over and we do less and less, sinking into paralytic pit of despair and shame. But if we commit to bringing justice to ourselves prior to what we do for the world, we keep our energetic reserves strong and our emotional reserves high. Create justice for your own self first by speaking your needs and then tending them. So in this polarity of the relationship, you have to just really like a self-care yourself first. Almost like you cannot even love anybody if you don't have this kind of full cup for yourself. And somehow your truth needs to be spoken. even if he's not welcome. Truth is healing the heart. We are talking about the love relationship. It's very good to then you can see if you align with your truth. I would ask always nowadays, I'm already 47 and I've learned my lessons. I would always ask the person what are their values, and if I don't see the values matching, I see from that they are good or not. Like the values have to match. Otherwise, you can go along many years in the relationship and then you know it's like, oh my god, they're prioritizing work or they're prioritizing something else, and oh, I'm prioritizing family. Like there is certain, or even this kind of true love relationship, how important are certain things for them. You can just talk about that, of course. I'm focusing on self-care, but it's very difficult and I get anxious. And maybe there was something beautiful too. And I miss him a lot sometimes. I can take current feelings for a person. I have this kind of magical box here in the room too. Now we read this, guys. Why is the sacral chakra so important? Why? I'm kind of trusting the spirit is here to guide us. So somehow you have to understand that he has this energy. So element would be water, indeed, like emotional. The body part would be glands, testicles, and ovaries, and keyword I want. Yes, the person rises to their power, this saying clearly what they want. Maybe this is, you have to acknowledge what they want, and maybe that is a good point to talk with them, what they really want, because maybe you have all the things you want, but what they want, understand that. It would be really like a good. Known as the sacral chakra, the second chakra is located the fingers below your navel and relates to emotion, desires, creativity, and sexuality. To activate this chakra, visualize a glowing orange ball of energy in your belly area. See it spinning and sparkling. Feel joy as it grows larger and send orange sparks out into the universe. By energizing the sacral chakra, you attract creativity, joy, passion, and love into your life. So he has blocked his own sexuality. Why he doesn't see that the woman is like actually wanting to love him? Stupid guy, I would say. But okay, let's not judge anybody. We are I think this judging here, I also saw too. Judging is lower energy than understanding. Like you should always like understanding the other person is very like a even vulnerable, because you have to open up enough and listen enough the wants and needs indeed the other person to really understand. And judge you can so easily, and we judge so easily. So it takes a little bit effort to understand why this person needs what they need. Varying like say you need the same goal. Yes, as a relationship advice coming from a man, you need the same goal. That is true. So you miss a lot him. The thing is, I needed the breakup, and he was the one to end it, and he hasn't looked back. Yes, that's also thing that certain things are undoable. You don't know. I have also this value. If I break up with somebody, I don't go back. Like you might have that value in your life. Like once broken, never back. So if somebody's so stubborn, like I am, like I will not take X back. That's my rule number one in my life, and it's always served me. And I had done once exception, and it was a mistake. So somebody might live this way and think this way too. So recognize that. So it's almost like owning then the like what happened, then it's done. Like it's like cannot be reversed. But okay, let's see a little bit with the tarot cards. You had this question. Even talking to me might help you to heal some energetic things, to open up a little bit. Might really change something here. Will Palash and I reunite and get married? The 5 months engagement broken. So this was a really commitment that was indeed meaning something. It's kind of yes and no question, but show me the possibility here. Maybe both sides. And the things, okay, let's see now. You're showing up as a queen of, really like a good wife. Snow White is the fairest of them all. Everything is beautiful, but beautiful isn't everything. This is usually the good wife. So you are really into the marriage. How about him? Okay, I give all I got. He is very much in the work mentality, that it takes effort and work. Maybe even this relationship, because he's completing a project, 10 of Wands. Sometimes even becoming a servant for other people. Like you said, even yourself, he can be a people pleaser. I give all I got. At least he has that. So if he's into something, he give all I got. Now, maybe he couldn't give you all he got, and that's the thing why he's missing. Like he's a person who will then give all he got when he is clear what he wants. Because this is what I want. He has to be clear about that this is what he wants, but you show as a bride here. So there is also we will come back to never coming back. Oh, he has a tattoo of my name. How sweet. I don't know if he has removed it, and Varengrabha said tattoos can be removed, memories can't. Yeah. At least he's this kind of person who give all he got. Not sure of his star sign, but this is of course usually Sagittarius, like a fire sign. Okay, let me show this going on, coming back. Is this gonna happen? What is gonna happen between you now? What we know now. Okay, the wolf that wins is the one you feed. Knight of Sword. Fast moving knight with the mentally. Interesting. So the message here is, of course, that you should focus on the positive, because if you focus on this kind of dark wolf, but you're feeding the fears and all, you can still with the mind guide this energy. And this is actually a superpower, because it's totally the Libra energy. You can with the mind master stuff, even with your words. So this is like a fast moving knight. Indeed, you are taking action with trying to solve it, even in the tarot reading. Like you are like trying to figure this out. That's very good of you. You are really coming as like serious about this relationship. Anything else? Is there anything else we need to know? There is a possibility of indeed talk about stuff. Oh my God, that's a very positive. Quality time together, true love. So, okay, if you are able to talk with him, there is a big chance of this happening. So, true love and quality time together. So, I would say this is giving me like even coming to the guy side. Like it is just a matter of coming alignment with your values and thoughts and wants and needs. It has to be addressed. So it's very positive. But yeah, how can you get this moment of talking to him? That's the thing. Because the quality time is a love language. Possibility is that you have to recognize what is the love language in your relationship. Here it shows really, it lands on the guy side, the quality time, like a really physical quality time. Even the sacral chakra tells that he's very physical. Here is also doing physical work. Maybe he's even working out in the gym. It's like this is a story of the rainbow crow bringing the fire back to the people and losing the colors in the process. Like it's kind of really like a martyr story. But you, in your side, you have the words. So I think your love language is this communication and of words of affirmation. What means you feel loved when somebody talks to you and communicates with you. I have that too. I'm Gemini. I'm air sign. I do need person to talk to me. I need these beautiful words and communication. That's what you need. You should address this. He needs this physical touch, and feeling loved in quality time is also love language. That's what he needs and wants. But is he getting that with you? This is a conversation you have to have. If these are matching, you are perfect bride, of course, here. It's showing up. So from your side, sadly, it's like he is actually flying to another direction here, kind of. But it was me who was more into physical aspect in the relationship. Okay. There is a lot of passion here. I would say there's a lot of potential. Okay, one more advice card, because this advice card comes from this kind of shadow deck. So you will get totally shadow reading. We're going to look into this kind of Pluto oracle. This will be coming from here. Maybe we are going to tap into the shadow of this whole thing. Ui. Jump like that. Moose. Okay, interesting. Yes, I'm a long time here, but I wanted to have the daylight, and I kind of have switched my reading so that I do this pick-up reading recorded, and I do this free psychic question separate, so people can really ask. So this is your advice. Anyway, you have a free choice. He has a free choice. It shows that there's a lot of positive things. They didn't come this evil cards. They came very positive cards. So there is just the fact how you solve this block situation. You have to feed the good wolf, the good stuff. So Moose is now formidable obstacle or opponent, giving something too much power. Okay, so it's also talking about some obstacle. The majestic moose is an intimidatingly large beast. Until you experience the presence of one in real life, it's difficult to appreciate the true impact of their stature. And once you have seen a moose in real life, their mammoth size is truly unforgettable. If the moose card appears in your reading, something in your life feels just as large and intimidating as this creature. Whatever this obstacle is, a person, a situation, a problem that needs to be solved, it seems insurmountable and has left you feeling paralyzed and small in comparison. I remember you said you were even 5 months engaged. Was that what you meant? That you even had this kind of serious relationship? So, where I was. As formidable as the situation may feel, be careful not to give anything too much power or importance. Remember that perception is everything, and the threat is often worse than the deed. It's quite possible that, in fact, the anxiety this situation has caused you has enabled this thing to cast a larger shadow than it deserves. The longer you avoid it, the bigger it becomes. Take action. And further reflection, read the story David and Goliath and reflect on how David defeats the armored giant with a single stone. Then reflect on how you might tackle your own obstacle in a simple yet surprising way. Yes, like a monster is bigger in your mind. Yeah, so much anxiety. Yeah, I think it comes so true. I feel so paralyzed. And you're happy I pulled so many cards. Yeah, when I do a reading, I really do a reading. So just your guy is into this kind of very like let's say sexual energy. He really likes that, but maybe he cannot handle those kind of words that you are good at. While remember you showed up here also as the Queen of Pentacle. It's very stable and secure attachment style person. So you can definitely like help this guy to calmer waters. Like maybe you are the mastermind in this relationship, and you just allow yourself to shine in this way to bring you back to the Caribbean island where you can snuggle together for the Christmas time. But it's beautiful that these are not bad cards. Just like how can you indeed calm this storm? that maybe you even self-initiated and now he freaked out because he maybe is sensitive. Maybe you're young. Okay, I verify one thing about this situation with these cute cat cards, because this can give you, the cat was coming here. I feel like this is something. So coming together, what you could consider to do. Page of Pentacles. Okay, being this kind of curious to invest. It is like a teenager energy. This is the energy that you are not afraid to invest to some new ways to do stuff. So maybe in this dynamic 2, the old style to solve things didn't work. You can try to find new ways to connect. But you, it's like invest. Is this person going to invest as much as you are? Maybe you have to see, because it's kind of sad if they are like a, this is in some other deck is like almost like a, this kind of helmet situation, be or not to be, like you have this kind of potential in your hand, like, you know, it's almost like a ring in the hand because there was this engagement. There's a lot of potential here. Yeah, you're blocked from everywhere. Shadows, what is really? Gift memberships. Oh, wow. Amazing. Riding Red is like a Santa Claus feelings here. Thank you. Oh, wow. Amazing. Thank you. I'm happy you were all the time present in this reading. I've been very long busy. Maybe indeed. Sometimes this quality time is so needed. Like I'm even giving to my community now quality time. Recognize this true love is happening when you find the quality time. What is stopping you to have the quality time? Maybe that is the key. But how much you have to invest to this, you have to see if it's worth it. Looks like you are really valuing this. The point of anxiety. See, that is there. Should I still give you more? I think I leave you this. Yes. So what is? So I think I leave this. This is now for you to see. This is what I could give you. I'm glad that you were Libra, and this was so much showing here. So many things were like, let's say, showing. So you are just realize like he has, maybe even the work is coming on this relationship. Like he values now working. Like he cares about like putting him. It's a very typical reaction actually, that when you are sad about something, you just then start working. Like you are like that where you can shine, and there you can get the recognition. So maybe he's very much like just focus on this kind of work now and not the relationship, but even it is there a possibility. I give you like this. So there is hope. When I see this true love card here, a lot hope. But looks like you need to find the way to communicate, and indeed you have the difficulties with that. But how can you invest? Is really like you have to pay some money to make this happen? I don't know. Like you have to find a way. I mean, of course, I could know by looking more cards. But what are those questions we need to ask? You have another question you would like to know about him? Because I think the energy I can see between you is not so bad. I can give you one from my crime deck, because this is kind of interesting what I've been talking about. I made this kind of inside symbolic crime. When somebody blocks, it's kind of this kind of locked room. So let's see into the locked room. What is hidden with this crime deck? One more. So we see into the locked room of this guy. Wow. There is a detective with open mind. Logic is my best friend. Okay, this is analytical. I have two detectives in this deck, and this is the one who is very like a masculine, like analytical. truth in the pudding, forensic mind, logic analysis. So it could tell that your guy is actually, something in this relationship is very like analytical. Of course, as you are very mindful person with the Libra, maybe this is even telling that there is heavy focus on solving the thing with the mind. Okay. And then there is also in the locked room ancestral pattern. Not having enough, not being enough, focus on lack, avoiding spiritual wealth. The bloodline echo. So this could be learned victim mentality or martyr mentality. And then while you were talking to this guy about leaving or something, he started to feel not enough. That could be what hurts him, that he was not enough for you. But now you still want him. It's almost like he doesn't know. He doesn't know how much this relationship even means. Varingred says, I only donated so I can keep you here 2 hours, lol. Okay, thank you for doing this for the community. Anyway, I have to stop here now. I think I'm doing over hour. But I hope this helps. See, maybe there is even ancestral patterns. This thing didn't start with you. It started before. So you can even see far in the past to see then the future. That's the kind of analyzing the past to then know what is happening in the future. Okay, hope it's helped. Thank you. And now I finally quit this. Okay, and see you next Sunday again. And always you can look my pick-up and reading. The piles are pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. These were the today's piles. Okay, thank you and bye.